everybody, it's Linda with LL Creation Studio. I have a new 6x9 journal to share with you today. Her name is Clover, and she has 120 pages-ish, somewhere around there. She is fabric covered inside and out, and this is another one that I have hand painted, my coffee stained fabric. It's muslin, 100% cotton muslin, and she has the exposed binding. And here on the front, I don't have any old vintage napkins or anything like that, so I have to go out on eBay and find them and purchase them. So that's what this is. It's a cocktail napkin. It's a vintage one that came out of some grandmother's belongings, and I bought some, and so I thought, well, you know, it just fit perfectly on the cover of this. And then I embellished with the copper leaves, and then this emblem right here, and then in the front you'll see the glittery green gumdrop here, and then tiny ones here on the leaf, on each leaf. And this is a good weight embellishments. Let's see if I can make it, because I thought that they went so well with this. This is what I would have called an army green, but it's lighter than that because I dry brushed it with a creamy color after I painted it, which you can see some here and here. You know, whenever I paint fabric, and it is with the fabric paint, I'm trying to do like it's a piece of art. You know, I don't want it just solid. I want it to have some character. I want it to have some movement to it. And so, I mean, you work really hard, and here's that big coffee stain right here. You work really hard to get all of this going like that, and I really enjoy doing it. So I want it to look like this instead of solid green with covered in cream or something like that. So let's open up Clover and take a look inside to see what it is. And this is another one that I have used mainly, Tracie Fox's silhouette package that I was using a lot in other journals as a background, but this time it is the Focal Designer, and I've hand torn the papers. And then here is on the front, and there's a lot of sewing here. You can see all of the threads that are hanging out. So you can cut them or leave them. It's your choice. And so I have a little coffee stain paper right here. And then I've decoupaged this cut out flower, fussy cutted flower. And then it's been sewn. And then on the big envelope, we have one of Tracie's folders, journaling folders that I call it. But now pick out the ones for the folders that you can write on front and back and inside. You can see some of hers have really nice, beautiful designs in it, but it might be a little rough to find a spot, but you could journal here and maybe here and here, but not solid. And then I have taken one of her little tags and clipped it here because I wanted to show you that you can put something underneath. There's two pockets here, the one inside the envelope, and then the one, I didn't glue that all the way. I wanted it to be another pocket. And then here I'm using my copper clips on this journal, which I love them. They're just so cute. So let's take a quick flip through, and like I said, you're going to see all of the sewing, but it's very delicate sewing. It's a little delicate stitch, and it's white and a cream. I didn't want the sewing to be the focal point of the journal. I wanted it just to sort of blend in and be an accent, but not the focal point. And then since this is clover, the green, the stamping mainly is the green color, which is a fern green type color. You got a lot of cardstock in here. And then this is another one in one of my previous videos on ginger. I had handmade paper from Japan that is strictly handmade from flowers. And you can see the little pieces of leaves and flowers in the paper. And I thought it was just exquisite, so I will be using some. There's the real thick type paper like this, and then there was a thinner version that I had in another journal. But here is the back side, and then here's one of Tracie's folders again, and I did some stamping. So I mean, all of it is, lately it seems like that all my journals are more botanical, but it's that season, right? It's the flower season to enjoy them. And line paper. And then I'm using these clips also, the circle clips. And this is, I think, one of Tracie's kits. And you can see it's been sewn all the way around. And hand tearing, which it to me looks more like it's back to nature when you're doing botanicals, that you can hand tear, and it's more organic feeling, more sewing. And again, I did mention this paper in with another one of my journals, ginger. You know, the packing paper that you get in with your packages that you receive in the mail from UPS or Amazon or whatever. Took mine, and I thought, well, it really had a nice feel, and you can see a lot of texture in it. And it's recycled paper, I'm sure. And that's what you're seeing whenever you really look down in the paper. And I ironed it, cut it in 8.5 by 11, and here it is. And then it's sewn. So, I mean, it really makes another good hand, you know, to feel something different. Because I have linen in here, I have cardstock, I have that hand, you know, the handmade paper from Japan that's just made out of nothing but flowers. So, I mean, it's just, I want it to be an experience for you whenever you flip through each one of my journals. And so I do my best to find different things for you. And here's another little clip-on envelope that you can put things in that has been decoupaged a little bit, hand sewn, coffee stain paper, and a little memento saying there. And then on the back, torn pocket, and two of Tracie's hand-torn tags. And another circle clip. An envelope, a full-size envelope, heavy cardstock that's been decoupaged with a little bit of lace here, stamping, and then it has that gorgeous monogramming from my machine. Can you see it? Yep, there it is. And then on the back is a little tuck spot with two little tags, some coffee stain line paper, that packing paper again. It was an idea. I mean, I use it to paint on maybe. And here's that handmade flower paper. You can see little pieces. I mean, it's just, see this little leaf right here sticking out? These little pieces of flowers. Amazing how they did that. Cardstock, tea stain cardstock. And then you got all this coffee stain paper, watercolor paper right here in the center. And you can see I used the green wax linen thread to go with the journal. And then you have a bead and a little leaf. And then you have some kind of little flower there, cut out flower. There you go. There you go. Tags from Tracie. The book page. The other part of that book page, and this was in Ginger also had a page from that book that I ordered from eBay. An envelope that's been sewn and decoupaged and stamped, and then it has a different embroidery stitch going across the there. Isn't that pretty? And another envelope that you can move around and put in there whatever you wish. It's been decoupaged, some of my paper and then some of my coffee stain that I sewed and then just torn into pieces and put on there. And then on the back you have a sewn pocket and two little pieces from the ephemera pack. I love doing this because you can put in it whatever you want. You can finish decoupaging on them, or you can leave them just like they are. They're beautiful as they are, and then you can move them around and put them anywhere that you want. To me, they're better than pockets, really. And here's one that has a big pocket on the back. Two of Stacy's tags, and then on the front it has some coffee stain torn paper that's been sewn, and then a little tag there and one of her little labels. And we're almost at the end here. Let me get this back on there where it belongs. And in the same envelope in the back, and here you can see my painted fabric there. And then inside is one of Tracie's hand-torn pages. And then I did want to show you that the same as the front, that there is a pocket underneath the envelope that you can put in something. And then another tag with one of my favorite clips, the copper. And so this is Clover. She's really a sweet 6x9. I think I said she was hardcover, but she's not the real heavy hardcover. And she's very well. She will wear very well because, I mean, since she's got all this fabric. And then she has supporting binding tape underneath this fabric for in this whole section of my journals that's underneath the fabric. that adds more support and longevity to the journal. So remember, Clover, come out and check on my Etsy shop sometimes today. She'll be there. And again, thank you for watching, and thank you for subscribing. I really, really appreciate that. I have had some new subscribers, and it's just fabulous. I mean, I don't have any words. I mean, it just makes me so happy. You just never know. And so I hope that it shows in my work. I hope that you appreciate my journals, and because I certainly love making them to share with you guys. So thanks for stopping by today, and have a good one. Bye-bye.